Namaskar and welcome to the course Google Apps in Teaching and Learning. In this video we will see how to create groups in Google in Gmail. So ours is a G Suite account. So we have our email IDs ending with ruiyacollege.edu as you see here. So this is a test email ID that I have created for the demonstration purpose. So the very first thing we will see is how to create a groups. So to create a group you need to have email IDs of students in your account. So you need to add all the email IDs either in the contact, or you can add the email IDs when you are creating the group. So first we will see how to create a group. So to create a group you click on these small dots on the right side of the window. So before that you need to log into your email account, having the official email account with ruiyacollege.edu as the domain. Then you can you go to the Google Apps here on the right corner and click on this, and here you will see groups. So click on groups. So when you click on groups you will see that a new tab is appearing here. So Google Groups page will be loaded here, wherein you can see all the groups that you have already created in your account. So for creating a group you will click on create group on the left side of the window. So click on create group. It will ask you for the group name. So say for example we are creating a group for SY, JC, A and F division. So FY JC, AF or division AF. So this is what is the group name, and it will create the email ID for your group. So now this email ID will be used when you are sending an email to the entire group. So you need to remember this. So it is recommended that you keep the group name in such a way that by looking at the group name you should understand, or you should get to know the email address. So keep the the group name in such a way. So plan your group name in such a way. So I have created SYJC division A and F. So that means students from division A and F will be here. So some welcome message. So you can elaborate the welcome message. For time being I have entered only welcome to the group, and then click on next. So when you click on next you can see here who can join the group. So here you need to specify who will join your group. So here when you click on this drop down arrow, here you will see only invited user. Anyone in the organization can ask, anyone in the organization can join, anyone can ask and anyone can join. So now we want to keep this group restricted. So we will select only invited users, so that anybody else cannot join the group unless and until we invite them. So we can have only invited users. Then who can view the conversation? So now here by default it is entire organization. That means anybody in the Ruiya College can view the conversation. So we don't want that. So we will select group members only. Then who can post? Again by default it is entire organization. So we don't want that way. So we want only the group members who can post in our group. Who can view the members? Again by default it is entire organization, but we don't want the entire organization. We just need member groups. So whoever are the group members, only those can view the members, only those can post, and only those can view the conversation. Then click on next. Now here you need to provide the members who will be members of your group, and again here you need to provide the message. So subscription type all email. So here you will not change anything, let it be all email. And now I will add some of the member groups. So I have already added few email IDs in this. So for time being I add only one email ID, and then the welcome message, and click on create group. So now the group will be created. So the group is created with shows that this group contains 2 members right now. One is the owner, that is Test Ruya, and one is Aarti madam. So when you click on go to group, this is the group dashboard that gets opened. So right now we haven't sent any emails from this group, so there is no conversation here. So in conversations you can see all the conversations that are available. Then you can see there is a people's tab. Now you can click on members. Now right now we have only 2 members here. If you want to add more members, then you can click on add members. And now I will add someone from outside the domain. So I'll select somebody having Gmail address, some welcome message I will type here, and then add member. So now here you can see an error occurred because these email ID is outside the domain, so it will not allow us to do this. So for this you need to make a small setting. So you need to go to group settings. So in group settings you can see you have group name, your welcome message, and who can see the group. So here again it is organization members who can join the group. So here you are not going to change. This is very important. So here you can see allow external members. So right now it is off, so you need to make it on. So once it is on, you save this. For us the very important thing is this allow external members. So you need to just make this on and save the changes. So once you save the changes, now you will be able to add the external members, that is people who are having the email IDs other than ruyacollege.edu. So now again we'll go and try adding a member who has email ID other than ruyacollege.edu. So again I select somebody with Gmail, some welcome message, and add members. So now you can see the member is getting added. So now we have 3 members. So here you can easily see whether it is an external or internal member. You can also change the role of the member. Now say for example there are many teachers in the group, in the same group. So in division A and F there are many teachers who are teaching. So you want those teachers to access this group. So you can add those teachers here and you can change the role to manager. So the manager will be able to view the group. So whatever the owner can do, the manager will be able to do that, but only he will not be able to delete anything or create anything. So only the viewing part remains with the manager. So you can set the manager of the group. The manager, so whatever number of teachers you are involved in this particular group, you can create those teachers as manager, but this you can do later as I did now. So first we will go on adding the names of the email ID, names of the or email IDs into the group, and then you can change the role of the users. Now if you want to add bulk email IDs, so again you can copy the entire email IDs here, the bulk email IDs, and then you can add the members. So but the only thing you need to remember is the email ID should be separated with the comma, and click on add members and all the email IDs will get added. So this is how we create a group and add members to the group. So I hope now it is clear how to create a group and how to add a member. So the most important setting you need to remember is in group settings you have to allow the external members. So those who are not in the organization, that means those who are not having an email ID with ruyacollege.edu. So those users can be added to our group. So this is how you can add a group. So if you want to see what are your groups that you have created, so you can click on my groups. So here you can see all the groups that have been created. So I hope you would like this video. Please give your feedback and suggestions by writing into the comments below. Also subscribe to our channel eLearners Hub, and do not forget to click on the alert button for getting the updates of our latest videos. Thank you.